Hi YouTube friends. Today I am making what I find to be a bit unusual. I'm using wasabi fragrance. I first tried wasabi fragrance in a solid perfume, and I did that after reading the reviews. People were raving about this fragrance, and I thought, well, I'll try it. It's interesting. However, straight up, it does smell a lot like wasabi from sushi, and I gave it a touch of lemon, just a little bit of my freshly zested lemon to kind of offset it, give it a bit of a sweeter smell. And very surprising to me, in my solid perfume, it has been a big hit. So I'm going to try it in a soap today. And my design is going to be horizontal stripes of greens. I have various greens. I have my emerald green mica, my lime green mojito mica, and I have two yellows to add to those. I have yellow canary and a yellow shimmer, and also batter with no color. I'm not going to blend all the batter at once. I'm going to do this in 3 different portions of batter. That way the horizontal stripe layers get a chance to sit between pouring so they won't mix. If they mix, they'll have curved lines. I want straight. So let's see if I can pull this off. If not, it'll be an interesting wasabi soap.
Outside my window, sun shining down. Outside my window, there's this bird flying around and round and round. Someone up there smiling down on me. Oh, happy day. Just makes me thankful for moments of grace when someone up there smiling down on me. Oh, happy day. Out my window, see the people in the street. I hope they all can find moments like these, Someone up there smiling down on me. Yeah. Oh, happy day.
Maybe you've seen the mountains, and you've seen the valleys, and it seems like nobody cares. Maybe you've had heartache, you've had trials, and it feels like nobody's there. Well, I believe that mountains cannot keep us from the ocean of His will. Oh, and I believe that valleys are so deep that He can't see you through. And I believe He knows just what He's doing, even though we have no clue.
Hello everyone, I'm back to pipe the topping. It smells really good. It smells just like my perfume that has been very popular. Now I'm going to go in rows across here. Try to get nice pretty rosettes. So I'm going to do something different today and tell you a story here. Usually I don't tell a story during the piping. Usually I play music. But today I want to tell you what happened to me yesterday. Yesterday morning, in fact. It was kind of interesting. It was a strange morning. So I'll give you some background info. I leave very early in the morning to go to work. A bit of dust here. And I drive on Wednesdays, I drive a different route to a different work site, and it's quite far away. And there's a point on the road where I make a turn from one highway to another. So yesterday, the moon was so bright. We're having this super moon effect, and it is very bright out there. It's like a spotlight when you're driving. Anyway, the moon was bright, and I was just thinking to myself how people didn't need their bright headlights. There's no lighting on this road. Anyhow, there was a truck that came, and it had its bright headlights on. And this distracted me. It's very difficult to see when they do that and their headlights are in your face, their bright headlights. I'm just going to fill in some empty spaces here, and then we're done. So what I did yesterday was I missed my turn because the turn off was exactly where this truck and I passed each other. And I was paying attention to not being blinded by his headlights, not paying attention, I didn't see the sign. And anyway, it only took a few minutes and I knew I was on the wrong road. Because all of a sudden things didn't seem familiar. It just seemed a little bit off to me. Like there's a house, I've never seen that house before. I started to feel like that. And then I saw a sign. To another town, and that let me know right away I missed my turn. So I felt stupid, but whatever. What I did was automatically turn around and go back the other way. So that's not the interesting part of my story. The interesting part was a little bit further down the road, there was an incline, a hill, and I was almost at the top of the hill, and I saw headlights in my lane. So what that means was the truck coming towards me was stupid and decided to pass on a hill, and that's, everyone should know you don't do that because you can't be certain that someone isn't coming. But what I thought of that, so that was really scary, right? My heart was racing and I was like, oh, that's scary. But what occurred to me was if I hadn't missed the turn and had that slight delay, maybe something bad would have happened. Yeah, I thought that was interesting yesterday, so thought I would share that with you. And it's kind of, there's all kinds of things you could read into that. When you're on the wrong road, you start to get a sense. This is like if you're on the wrong road in life. Like in the 90s, I started studying to be a photojournalist, which was totally wrong for me. My intuition told me it was the wrong road, and then, you know, you start to see signs, and then at some point you just know it's the wrong way. And I stopped going down that road, same way I did yesterday. Something you don't know, or if you've seen some of my other videos, you might know that one yellow I used, yellow canary, here, it turns orange in the high pH. However, it will turn back yellow. So tomorrow or the next day, this should be a very pretty light yellow. I'm back now to cut my wasabi soap. So here you can see that yellow did turn from orange back to yellow. And I'm just going to line this up and cut it, and we'll have a look at what we have. It smells really nice. It's quite surprising that something called wasabi would be such a pretty smell. It's not that different than the ginger lime that I make. It's just a touch stronger on the ginger. And I'm very happy that it doesn't discolor. So here's my end piece. I always put this end piece out on my craft tables so people can smell the soap unpackaged, because I packaged them in plastic. And you can't smell through the plastic. I think my layers came out pretty good. Not totally perfect, but not that bad. Of course, the bottom one I did was the best. It's the one that got the longest wait between that layer and the next one. And I wanted something just a bit different. That's why I put light stripes between the greens. And I felt it had to be green because two reasons. Wasabi is a light green. However, it also makes you think of something fresh, and this is a fresh fragrance. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed watching me make this soap. Take care of yourself. Have a good rest of the day. Make that one look a bit better there. And take care of those around you. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.
You've seen the valleys, and it seems like nobody cares. Maybe you've had heartache, you've had trials, and it feels like nobody's there. Well,